I'm here today with sort of a foundation first impression, sort of. It's not the foundation I'm wearing right now, but it is on the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation Concealer Stick. This is a new foundation to Sephora. It is supposed to be a foundation concealer in one, medium to full coverage. It retails for $20. There's about 15 or 16 shades. I have two shades here, the shade 04 Oak and 07 Maple. I'll read to you what they say the undertones are. The 07 Maple is an olive beige with a neutral undertone, and then the 04 Oak is a light beige with a neutral undertone. Like I said, retails for $20, and then on Sephora's website it had 20 reviews and about 4.5 stars, so I was very excited to try this out, hoping for, you know, really positive results. It says it's medium coverage, it's for all skin types, it's a matte finish, and that it is a 2-in-1 multitasker that can be used as a foundation and concealer. Creamy formula that does not settle into fine lines and wrinkles, and it is perfect for easy on-the-go application. These are the two shades. This one is the Oak, and this one is Maple. Maple surprisingly works a lot better for my skin tone, even though it's like quite a bit darker, and I'm pretty fair. I did mix the two together today on my demo. So let me just tell you why I don't like it, and then you can get into my first impression putting it on. You do get a little less than ½ an ounce, so it's only at 0.41 ounces. So now I'm in a full foundation for $20. Now, that's not unusual for stick foundations. The Hourglass one, for example, you get like 0.25 ounces and it's $46. Now, my issue with it is, and you'll see in the demo, this accentuated every pore, every texture on my skin, every hair, everything. My mirror is a good like 1.5 to 2 feet away from me while I was doing the demo, and I could see pores that I don't even know that I had from 2 feet away. Like I could see little holes in my skin like right around here, which was super weird. The foundation I'm wearing right now is another first impressions that I'm filming since this was a disaster. It's the All Hours from YSL. I used the same primer with them. This one, I feel like my face looks flawless up close and far away. This one looked horrible up close and looked equally just as bad from far away. It was not good. It's really difficult to blend. I've tried a ton of stick foundations. They can tend to be a little bit stiffer, a little bit more difficult to blend. This was probably one of the most difficult to blend foundations that I've used in a very, very long time. It's not even that it's like dries quickly so you have to work quickly. It's just so stiff. I could not blend it for the life of me with a sponge. Trying to blend it, I was more like swiping this across. You could not do any blotting motions with it, which I find all the other stick foundations I can use, and I do use a complexion sponge like this to blend it out because that's just my preferred method, is using a sponge. So this is the first stick foundation I've ever used in which this was like almost impossible to blend. And then when I used a brush, I used this e.l.f. swirl brush, which is what I did for this first impression as well on one side of my face. It blended it better than the sponge. However, it was really hard to blend it out. Like it kind of drug along my face. Now I used, you'll see in the demo, a crap ton of product. Like I did a few layers and it did not build up to full coverage on me. You could still see skin peeking through. And I don't know if it's like the more foundation you add, the crappier it looks on your skin. But if you're buying this expecting full coverage, I would suggest looking elsewhere for a different foundation, because this just ended up getting cakey. The more I tried to make it full coverage, the more it accentuated my pores, texture, hair on my face, like the little peach fuzz. Like I felt even from here, I mean, even when I don't wear makeup, I feel like from 2 feet away, you cannot see my pores or my facial hair. With this, I felt from 2 feet away, I could see pores and I could see peach fuzz. Like it was the weirdest thing that 2 feet away, I had giant pores and a furry face. Like nobody wants that look. I mean, maybe you do, but I don't want that look. So this was a massive fail for me. I didn't even want to go the rest of my day wearing it because, well, it wasn't tacky on the skin. It felt heavy. It looked like crap. And I didn't like it. So I would pass on this one. If you have it and you like it, how do you apply it? What primer do you use? Why do you like it? Does it do the same things to your skin? The great thing about makeup is we all have different expectations, we all have different skin, we all like the way different products look on us. So this may be like holy grail for some of you, and if it is, awesome. For me, it was a big fail. Like I went back through on the Sephora website to read people's reviews because I was like, it has such good reviews. Why do I hate it so much? And it's funny because people will give a product a 4-star review, but like complain about it the whole time in the review. Like, oh, it didn't last very long. Oh, it looked really cakey. It's not full coverage. It was really hard to blend. So they're complaining, but they're giving it 4 stars, which kind of sucks. So sometimes the stars can be misleading because I thought it was going to be really great and that people really loved it. But then when I actually was reading the reviews and not just looking at the stars, like people were just complaining about it. And a few people actually genuinely like had nothing bad to say. So I'm going to send these back because they are just not good. So this was a foundation fail. Let me know your thoughts if you've tried it out. What do you think? Do you like it? If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. My name's Cassie. I hope you enjoy my videos and decide to stay a while by hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you're notified of any new videos, especially the all hours YSL one, because that's what I'm filming right now all day long. We're going to see how it wears. So if you want to see the demo of how it applies and kind of my initial first impressions, how it blends, then just stay tuned. A tiny bit of primer. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I really like it. It's very similar to my favorite Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer or like the Professional. So I just mainly like it for the center of my face. So this foundation is supposed to be medium to full coverage and it's supposed to be matte. So we're going to try blending this out with a sponge and with a brush, see which works better. Usually I tend to like a sponge. So let's get right into it. Comes in a little stick like this and that's about it. So they have a ton of colors if you are wanting to highlight and contour with it. It's supposed to be a concealer and a foundation. So we're just gonna try this out. So, oh, this looks kind of light. All right, we're gonna start with this side and use a sponge. I am quite fair. And these, I believe, are neutral undertones, both of these. All right, with a damp sponge, this definitely is a little bit difficult to blend out. The formula is kind of stiff. So I'm like, feel like I'm swiping. Like this isn't really like a pouncing foundation. Okay. So I don't like it with, I do not like it with a sponge. I feel like this is really light. I'm actually gonna take some of Maple, I haven't even opened it, and we're gonna use a little bit of that to kind of deepen up the color because I feel like this is just really pale. So let's add just a tiny bit of this color in there. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. swirl brush. It's one of their new foundation brushes. And let's see if that blends it better. It definitely is kind of like stiff feeling. I don't feel like it's gliding on my skin super easy. You know, some stick foundations, oh wow, and I'm already seeing massive pore. Oh my god, that looks so terrible right there. Okay. This may not make it very far. Okay. Let's go on this side. Yeah, this is definitely like a little bit dark. So we'll lighten it up. This is definitely like a little bit of a difficult foundation to blend. Oh my gosh, like literally my mirror is like a foot and a half away. And I am just seeing like pores or like holes all right here that I literally, like, it is showing every piece of texture. This is the weirdest thing. I have literally never seen my skin look like this before. All right, let's try this. This has great ratings too. Out of 20 reviews, it almost has 5 stars. And I'm kind of curious how the heck it has 5 stars. Because this, first of all, is supposed to be a medium to full coverage. I feel like I've put quite a bit of foundation on my face. And it's not even, I mean, it's maybe a medium coverage now, but I feel like I'm gonna have to put so much more on to make it a full coverage. Like, I mean, I'm trying to build it to full coverage. It says it is a medium to full coverage concealer stick and foundation. It does not settle into fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, well, maybe it just settles into pores because I'm like feeling like this does not look cute on my skin so far. Okay, well, that does not do anything for me. I mean, obviously this is now becoming a totally different color, but I'm wanting to build it up and see how it looks. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm probably not gonna wear this foundation past this demo. Let me pull my mirror up close. This looks terrible. It's showing like all pores. Look at, it's like settling into all the fine lines. I feel like every single pore on my face is accentuated. I have like some weird texture right here. I feel like that is very, very prominent. I feel like every little piece of peach fuzz is like totally accentuated. Yeah, I don't like this at all. So I'm gonna say pass on this foundation. If you have pore issues, I think it's just going to accentuate it. If you have texture on your skin, I think it's just going to accentuate it. You have to use quite a bit of product to get it to be full coverage, which is odd because it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. Maybe as a concealer it would be a little bit better, but I just find it's really, really hard to blend. It does not blend well with a sponge. The brush was, you know, obviously a better method, but I felt like it tugged at my skin a lot to try to blend it in. It wasn't as creamy as a lot of stick foundations I've used in the past. I don't like the way it looks. It also says it's matte, but I feel like there's like definitely a glow to my face, which if you have oily skin, I feel like this is going to get pretty shiny on you pretty quickly. I just don't like it. I don't like it. For me, this was a fail from the get-go. I mean, I feel like I get a pretty good idea right off the bat whether I'm gonna love or hate a foundation, and this one I just don't. I don't like the way it feels on my skin, although to the touch it is not tacky. It feels like skin. You know when you just feel like your face feels heavy? That's what I feel like. I mean, I know I added a crap ton of foundation to try to build this up to be full coverage. I still don't think it's full coverage. I still see a ton of pink peeking through right here. So, and I still see like my blemish right here. It's gonna take a lot of product to get full coverage. I'm just not impressed with it, honestly. And this foundation was a huge fail. Wiped it off, started fresh with a new first impression. So make sure you subscribe so you know what I have on my face now. This was a fail for me. Let me know, do you guys like it? Have you tried it? I'd pass on it, in my opinion. But if you like it, it's great. Just let me know how you use it, because for me, this was a master fail. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!